It's a door.
Oh my god.
A door.
How mysterious.
Where does it go?
Welcome, fellow humans, to this nonsense.
Half-Life².
I'm so glad that's caught on with the one person I see on a regular basis.
Yes.
Oh my god, you opened the door. Yeah, you may remember last time we had some narrow squeaks several times, but we're okay now. We have ammo, we have health, we even have some suit health. And
I don't know if we get, it's, again, not like Half-Life, I don't think we get sneak attacks if we shoot people on sneak. We just...
Not like Half-Life?
Like,
Skyrim? Fallout
as well.
Bethesda games. Yeah, we're.
I have a feeling
I'm
this
not
is one of
sure,
those-
but I feel like we're kind of Bethesda baby. Oh no, is she dead?
Yeah, I don't think he's like that.
Oh no. Did that get head grabbed?
I definitely feel like this is... Ooh, grenades.
Actually,
Okay.
it looks a little bit
I
more
hear
like it
beeping.
got barnacled. Grenades, you say?
I hear beeping.
Splody friends. They're like tiny, tiny explodey barrels with pins in them.
Yes, I have a very strong feeling. Yeah, combined radio chatter.
So,
We are about to... This is a...
because where we left off... Oh, you... Surprise! Happy birthday!
Yep.
So where we
Mad
left off,
Heckin,
we
okay.
found out that like a safe house or a base of some kind from the... Did the Resistance have a name? The people we work for? Dr. Kleiner and Dr. Vance and
no,
Alex?
I don't know. I don't think
Because
so.
I'm just going to call them the Resistance until I hear otherwise.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
So we went there to meet the Resistance, and they were all dead, and there were head crab zombies. And then, what, an elevator, a aircraft of some kind came and said hi, and by said hi I meant shot at us.
Yes. I actually, again, probably as part of the whole...
Turrets! Are you still there? Oh! Man hats!
Probably as part of the fact that I've played this before, I kind of was aware that the... ooh, there's no scenery.
Physics!
I was kind of aware of the fact
Hold
that...
our physics engine. Kind of aware of the fact
that
that...
we couldn't kill the thing that was shooting at us. So I was very the kind of hunter-killer, what do you call it? The hunter-killer helicopter that came and flew overhead.
Oh yes.
So I very much ran past that. So that wasn't
Yeah.
really a
That wasn't really a combat encounter
that
so
wasn't
much
really a
as
combat
a
encounter.
stay the fuck away encounter.
It's supposed to be given that there's the achievement when you do finally kill the when you do finally kill the
helicopter.
the helicopter is called Revenge or something.
Yeah.
It is meant to be that it's a frustrating harassment when it's flying overhead and shooting at you.
You are taking some hits there, buddy. Oh, buddy, oh, pal, oh, love of my life. Oh, Wom. Hasn't warmed you up that much. It's only warmed you up a little. Great. Splody friend. You know what would be really cool right now is if there were an explodey barrel. So you could have splody
Well,
friends
it
on top of
rolls.
explodey. Moving cover, Dave! What are you doing? Stay behind your moving cover, friend.
Everyone is dead.
They want you to think that.
I heard it.
This sounds familiar. So where are we right now? Is this the place
So
that
we
was the rebel base?
No,
or-
we are moving out of City 17 along the river. So we started in the canals and are continuing and are going to kind of...
Follow the river! Oh, that's not looking good for you, is
not
it?
looking good for
I
me.
think you might be about to die.
I might be about to die.
Yeah. Lucky 6? Oh, lucky 3.
There we go.
Lucky 0!
Right, so luckily we have come back to this point where we can go back and...
We're all by our lonesome still, so I'm going to be a total shill and plug it in another Discord server.
Yep, So I'm going to do what you advised and just have my mobile cover come forward.
What's that you say, Dave? Dally was right and always has been? I'm going to assume that's it.
Okie dokie. Right, I have achieved maximal death. Yes, we are following the river out of words are failing me. Yeah, out of the city, and eventually we'll get to Black Mesa East, which is the kind of where.
It's a video game convention.
Yes. Which is where.
Okay, I have plugged like a shameless
Ocean
hand.
Plain.
Oh, Griffin's here. Oh, hello, Griffin. I didn't think you would be joining us today.
Yes, this is going much easier than that.
Thank you for dropping by.
There we go. Through that with 66 health instead of 0 health.
That is
Much
a marked improvement, I would say.
Yes.
I think what helps is knowing that there's people who are going to kill you.
Yes.
I think that helps a bit. Oh, here you are, little one machine. Where were you when we needed you before?
On the other side of the bad guys.
How convenient!
Behind the bad guys.
Rather how inconvenient for us. Ah, it's okay, Dave. It's okay. Don't panic. They're just crows.
Caution.
I said don't panic, Dave.
Right, so what's going on here? So you are not allowing me, you are sparking and not allowing me to do anything.
Huh.
So
That's a
does that mean I
splody
need to
friend.
go- I need to go some other way?
Oh, Griffin says, I'm glad I could make it also.
Oh, it's a climbing thing.
What?
Yeah, very well,
A camouflage ladder.
well disguised ladder.
Stealth
Oh.
ladder. What? Ammo?
That is the alt ammo. So now we need to be very careful not to do the.
Is that splody ammo?
I think it is. It's
You
like
have
a.
so many splody friends now. You
It's
have
like a
big
little
splody
RPG.
friends,
It's like a little RPG.
little splody friends, and tiny splody friends that make big boom.
If I go. Set fire to you. Go. Oh, there we go.
Hello. What?
There we go.
Physics. Oh, that's so dangerous. Oh, everything going everywhere. Oh, speaking of
Well.
everything going everywhere, how do we feel about bullets? Didn't you just come out this way?
Yeah, they are. This is going back.
Well, however, now you're on the side that has guns.
Yep. Much easier. Can I wait here, or is it? Are they?
Wait here for what?
They
Manhattan.
are not gonna. Oh. There is a.
Maybe
That's a
your
transport.
friendly rolling cover friend will roll back the way. No, never mind. Transport shipper, as we call it, death from above. Ah, no, that's sorry. I thought that was in Manhattan, but it's just
Yes.
a one.
These I think are turrets, but they're all. They are all.
Shutting down.
Yes, they are all shut down at the moment.
I don't think
That's what the all fire is.
so. Ooh,
No, just a little bit.
just gonna explode. Griffin says, if you're good at parkour, isn't everything a well-disguised ladder? Yes. Put that on a t-shirt.
Okay.
Hey Dave. Hey Dave, what's your health, Dave?
Kind of low. Wait.
Oh no, someone sounded the alarm. Why would they do that?
There's a health pack down there. I might remember
Is there an
that.
intruder? Dave, be careful, there might be an intruder here. I hear the intruder is on. Ah, man hat.
That was a scanner.
Ah, scan hat. Having fun?
Yeah, well, it has no limit, so I'm going to quickly jump back and get this.
Fair.
Get this med.
Get the one? Oh no, the med pack. You don't need the one right now, if you've got the med pack.
Right, so
I'm sure the ones have actual names, but
I can remember where the
if I've ever given anyone the impression that I'm the kind of person who uses the right names for things, then I'm deeply sorry. Toot toot.
Yes. We also, between
Friendly
this stream and last
noises.
stream, we had a little bit of a technical hiccup with OBS, so we may have.
Oh, BS indeed. Haha. Ha. No, I'm kidding. I really like the software most of the time.
Yes, so some of the levels may have changed. So if you are
Yes, if you're experiencing audio difficulty,
yeah,
let us know and we'll try and retweak.
pew.
So
Yes,
the game levels may be lower because I kept going, oh
Yeah.
god, that submachine gun fire is loud.
Yes, we tested it by firing off a submachine gun.
I think there are probably other ways to test it, but the submachine gun was to hand, literally. Explodey friend! Exploding all the way
Hey.
across the sky. Oh no. Dave, there were more of them. And they're stealing your health. You're taking the health out of your body.
This is where I once again come back to the fact that I am not very good at first-person shooters. So,
Okay, so cat tip in the chat. Griffin says, no, I'm pretty sure one is correct. And Kovamar is here. Hey Kovamar! Howdy friend, I don't have much time to watch live streams today, so I'm just popping in to say hi and chat for a little bit. Well, it's always lovely to see you.
greetings. And
Yes.
Our greetings to you are immortalised now on the Facebook.
Facebook.
The
YouTube.
YouTube. Yes.
Well, assuming we
The
eventually...
Yibble-Pulls.
Assuming we get it up there.
I'm okay. Yes, okay, fine.
Yes, Kovamar, you are indeed the D&D boy. Oh, and Griffin says the sound is very balanced. Well,
So let's get.
I'm assuming he's referring to the sound. Oh, this looks familiar. Did we already do this? And then die? I guess you have your Splody friends again now, right?
Yes, I do. One of the problems is that the way the game gets balanced is that. Oh dear, that was a.
Oh no.
Kaboom.
You know what you really need is a corner grenade.
Yes.
Grenade that goes around a corner.
Well, I mean, this is the other thing that was quite new with this kind of physics engine style of game was the fact that you can bounce grenades off walls and round corners and things.
That's pretty nifty. I mean, not for the people getting grenaded, obviously.
Mm.
Mm.
Is there going to be more dudes through here?
Almost certain. It's best to assume. Always assume dudage.
Throw the grenade in the thing.
I love that there's a wall between us and the
Pain,
grenade.
death, explosion.
Was there a subtitle for pain?
Yep.
Oh, I love this game.
Pain, death, explosion.
Pain, death, explosion. Story of my life. Oh no, that's so rude. That's so rude of you. And now you're dead. I hope you've learned a lesson.
Were there more pews? Oh, 3 more grenades.
More Splody friends.
Yes, one of the ways that this kind of applies balance is by giving you a max amount of ammo. So I think you only have a maximum of like 5.
Is that health?
5. That was health.
Thank God.
I'm wondering whether to nip back.
Could really use a
There
WOM
was
or
a-
a health pack right about now.
Prompt. There was a
Oh my god, does sprinting use up box power?
yes.
Oh, that's nifty as well. Oh, Dave, now you can't. You've run out of spront.
That's right. I'm going back.
Okay.
I'm going back.
You're
through the
retreading,
corpses.
but last time you retreaded, more dudes came out.
Yes, I think that was because I had triggered the next stage of the thing.
How do you know you're not? Oh, it's your WOM friend. Okay, you have been
And
partly
also-
WOMmed.
Over here.
Did you not get that last time?
I got that one of the many times that I was.
Oh yeah, so many diverging timelines. Somewhere you did get the med pack, somewhere you didn't. And
I'm
anyway,
just
you
actually
died.
going to save here
Oh,
because this
so
was a little bit.
wise.
This has been a little bit frustrating. So let's just have a quick save too.
Gophermar says, I love how the subtitles were just grenade explosion, death, explosion, to emphasise the explosion.
Yes, we have closed captions set on. I'd like closed captions on because it can.
Because
It's
we're
nice
gonna, because
to
we be
see the-
talking over everything.
Uh-huh. And
If you
it's
can hear anything that's going on in the actual game, congratulations, you've somehow managed to tune us out.
Yes.
Not an easy feat.
Our audio is quite low, so to avoid feedback on the mic. So, okay.
And also because I'm really paranoid about disturbing people with gunshots.
Yeah.
What are you up to during this quarantine? What illegal activities have you got going on?
Maximum DACA.
Right now we're not maximum DACA, right now we're maximum room.
Yes, there is no DACA on this.
On this room?
Yet.
Yet. Can we upgrade the room to have it be more DACA?
I see DACA.
Oh no.
But they have
Oh
DACA.
no. That's
Oh, and
that's
there-
hardly fair. Because
Some of this is quite nifty too, because you can see the
this yeah, okay, to be fair.
or scotch.
To be fair. Water death.
Ah.
Oh hello. Hello stringy, 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 stringy. So
What I said about
well, so
can, in fact, be-
it can't take
Maybe-
it can't take the mudskip, but it can take you off the mudskip.
okay, so we will be careful about that then.
What's really confusing me is that those guys are like rappelling down from somewhere, so it leaves strings, and I'm like, are those ropes or are those
Oh, there it is,
barnacles,
setting
or are they
fire.
somehow
Do-
both?
Go through the fire. Go through the fire. Ah, okay, do not go through the
into
fire.
the
You will die.
fire. Due to a
Did
kill.
not realise that was going to have a.
You were going to stop and be roasted in
Yeah.
the fire. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Cells come in. Let's
Watching that back on the stream, and I'm not sure how you could have. How? Can you do a sick ramp?
Is it grab?
Do a sick ramp, Dave? Conk, conk. Well, it's better than being on fire. I think you still took a health hit though.
Yes, well, I slammed into the wall. Ooh.
Oh, hello, car friend.
You see
Oh,
the, you see
they-
the,
they
the,
all
the
wa-
tank. The tank is firing missiles all over the place. So
These cars all want to fly, Dave.
let's go this way.
Wow, you're down to 35. Well, you've had worse. You've survived worse.
Mhm. I survived worse because for the first part of this, people weren't shooting at us.
Well,
Loading.
what fresh hell have we loaded into?
Yes.
Is it more friends? And by friends, I mean people who want to kill us.
What's going on here? Oh, okay.
Griffin says Dave equals smart boy. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, possibly when you saved.
Oh, look, there's a lander cache here.
Kuvamar says, yeah, I put on the subtitles simply because if characters are heavily accented, I sometimes struggle to understand them. I sometimes struggle to understand them even if they aren't heavily accented, to be honest. This is the Skate 4 trailer, because of all the sick ramps, presumably.
Oh, it's a physics puzzle.
It's a cinder block!
You take the cinder blocks out of the thing and then go up.
It goes up!
And the lander cache comes down. Gives us some.
Oh man, I love physics. I mean, except in real life, obviously. And in certain Portal puzzles. I hate physics when it's working in GLaDOS's favour and not mine. It occurs to me occasionally that the last time I did a Portal playthrough and recorded it, it was on quite a low caliber machine, so it was hella skippy. And I occasionally think, I should try and do another playthrough of Portal sometime with a better frame rate, and then I'm like, then I'll have to do the final boss again.
I'm gonna have to go and fight you if they've closed that over there.
This is nice and scenic. It would make a nice, you know, this kind of nice area for tootling around and exploring if it weren't for all the death.
That was a good old hit up there.
Mars says, that wasn't much of a puzzle, it just told us to pick up bricks. Well, it's one of the more simple puzzles, I suppose. Griffin says, I don't know what friends are if they aren't trying to kill me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently Griffin beat Portal 8 times in one day.
Yeah, Portal is compared to things like Half-Life, Portal is very short.
It's true.
But I mean, that was in the era when...
You need hecking reflexes, though,
Yeah.
I'd say.
But, yeah, words, oh, look. A magnum.
God! Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what, new friend? I just found a magnum. You wanna see? You wanna see the magnum?
Shoot them with one shot.
Okay, protein powder.
There's also Magnum.
Yum, 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 yum,
Magnum
yum.
bullets are quite rare. So, what was in the middle of saying something?
Kofamar says, "Big flex, Griffin." Yeah.
Once you know the puzzles, you can speedrun Portal.
Well, technically, I know how to do the final boss because I've done it a couple of times now, but I still struggle to like any puzzle with timing involved. I really struggle with.
So we have
I
that.
don't have the best hand-eye. For some reason, I play games and I love playing games, but my hand-eye coordination stinks.
We have this hunter killer thing.
Hi, hunter killer.
Ah.
Friendly bullets. Did you just throw a manhack at us? Too lazy to even kill us yourself, and now you're dead.
Yeah.
Don't you feel silly?
Yeah, so we're having to keep track of the.
Oh, his fastest time was about 57 minutes.
Is that
Well,
Portal 1 or 2?
He just said Portal, so I'm assuming Portal 1. Well, Griffin, clearly you stream Portal and show us how it's done.
Ah.
MLG.
God damn, I'm being shot from behind. Yes, the hunter killer. So yeah, this is.
Is it
again,
perchance called the Hunter Killer because it hunts and kills you?
I think that is the idea.
Oh my gosh.
It kills anyway.
It's been years, but maybe I shall, says Griffin. Tell me if you do, I'd love to watch. The thing about quarantine is that people who perhaps didn't always have time for this kind of thing before now find themselves with this shenanigan.
Manhack death. Requesting backup. Oh dear. Please don't request backup. That would be very annoying.
Oh, 14. That's so uncomfortable. Guys, if you could, like, miss... Dave, I'm sorry, I didn't ask them soon enough to stop shooting. This is all my fault. Magnum? Magnum on new friends? Gosh. Oh, thank goodness there was medicine in that box.
Yep. So.
Kofamar says, I come back to people being gunned down. Not a fun time. You know what's not fun is when we're the ones being gunned down. Which we are a lot. Not that much, but, you know, it's still very mean of them. Would you stop manhacking us? Oh, hey, Hunter Killer, could you take care of that manhat for us? No? How about this guy? You want to shoot that guy? Manhat? Hunter Killer, it's kind of feeling like you're making us do all the work and not helping, and in fact possibly trying to kill us also. Hunter Killer, I'm starting to think we're not friends. Kofamar said, yes, well the police are doing their duty and we should respect them for that. Kofamar, we are going to have some fundamental disagreements about this game.
Doing a lot better.
I have a slight objection to them doing their job when their job is killing us. We have a job to do too. It's find Kleiner. Kleiner? No, not Kleiner. Vance. Kleiner's the one who sent us to find Vance. And screwed us up by not securing his head crab. What did happen to the cat? Did you ever find out?
Seriously, what cat?
I mean, it's not a cat anymore, presumably. They are innocent police boys that are better armed than we. I'm starting to think this place is under martial law.
Who's Marshall?
I'm pretty sure that Marshall is the name of that guy being played by Christopher Lee.
What?
Breen.
Ego. Oh, right.
Marshall Breen.
We watched the other day. We watched Ratatouille, and Christopher Lee was the.
No, that was Peter O'Toole.
Was it?
Yeah. It sounded like Christopher Lee, but no, in the credits. To IMDb.
To IMDb. I believe you.
Well, you know how it is. Whenever I say something and anyone expresses any modicum of surprise, I'm like, I must be wrong.
You do a jump, and another jump.
Because I actually thought it was Ian McKellen. Leave me alone.
Oh, hunter chopper. Okay, right. Chopper charging up. Do not sit in front of the hunter chopper when it is shooting you.
Ratatouille.
Pew, pew.
Forgive me while I am not monitoring the chat. I have this important business to do.
Just keep creeping. Just keep creeping. Just keep creeping.
Said Ratatouille will.
I'm wondering whether this is doable. Yeah, I was wondering whether to do a quick save. I hope there was an autosave somewhere in there, because I'll be really annoyed if I have to go back to. There we go. Yes, there was an autosave.
There's a cinder block friend there.
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
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 Do I have a... No, I don't.
Yep, Peter O'Toole, Anton Ego. I remember being surprised when I read it in the credits because I'm like, oh, I thought it was someone else.
Yes. So if we...
Do you remember who played Skinner?
Death. Sorry, who?
Skinner, the main antagonist.
No.
It was Ian Holm.
Oh, right.
It was Bilbo. After the One Ring, Frankie Movie.
One of the things I've really liked about Ratatouille was the way plenty of health was and a soup charger.
Okay, so we have
Was the way that they had the chefs had they had like burns on their arms and things.
Yeah.
Like real attention to detail and kind of.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
they didn't make a thing of it, but that's because I used to date someone who was a chef, and she often had touch things that would kind of accidentally have.
I suppose it's bound to happen just based on
okay.
how long you spend around, hot food and ovens.
Yeah.
So we have some comments. Britain says, love the reticle ammo meter.
The reticle ammo is not ammo. We were talking about this last time. I think the meters on the side of the reticle are.
Oh yeah, I think that's
noise.
health.
It's not. It's not health.
Not health.
No.
What is it then?
I think that's what I was saying last time. I think it's noise.
Noise. Oh, that's right. You were saying about like.
Oh, it might be ammo. Yeah, no.
I had it in my head that it was health on one side, suit on the other.
Okay.
Well,
Going on.
guess we'll find out. Also, heavy mood on that one. Sorry, not sure what that's in response to. Kovamar says, Christopher Lee and Ian McKellen are very different people. Yes. But bear in mind, I thought it was Ian McKellen, and Dave thought it was Christopher Lee. So, both of us are getting that person mixed up with those people mixed up with Peter O'Toole, and I think I'm just digging myself in deeper. Hello? What's this? Oh, Hunter Killer! I have this present for you. It's bullets. All the bullets.
Go
No,
away.
come back. There's more. You can't go out to play until you finished your bullets.
Did we chase it away?
Uh-huh.
Well, did I in fact open the door?
Do you still need your
Did the door
mudskip?
become opened? No. I said yes.
Good. I
but
like the
I have
mudskip.
not yet opened the door.
Do you like mudskips?
think I can hear choppers still in the background. Yes, you might be right. I had, for some reason, yes, it might be health and things. I'd never really picked up what they were, obviously, because I thought it was the same. Because I noticed it goes down when you shoot things. So I had assumed that it was to do with...
it probably is ammo then, because...
deafness. Yeah, I think it might be ammo on one side and health on the other, maybe.
Maybe? Well, let's just keep an eye. Let's spend precious mental resources figuring out that thing that's probably meant to help us.
So, and I may actually add that into the... let's see how I'm going to open these doors. Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. Bloosh. Open back down here. Am I going this way? These doors have not opened. No, okay, those doors have not opened. Convinced the hunter job to go away. These doors over here. These doors have not opened. So
We still have
do
more
I
doors?
do? We still have more doors.
More doors to undoor?
Yes. Okay, let's go over this again then.
One does not simply walk into more doors.
That is true.
Dave.
I don't know what you want from me.
I'll assume that you heard the joke.
Of course I heard the joke.
Dave, I have an anxiety disorder. I require constant reassurance in regards to my terrible, terrible sense of humour.
Yes. So, okay, walking through. I do apologise. This is possibly going to be very boring.
You want me to make jokes?
As well as being not very good at FPSs.
I make jokes?
I am also not very good at solving FPS puzzles. So.
On the plus side, you do have a sense of direction. If this were me,
yes, that is true.
If this were, I think this is the real reason it's not me playing. Dave said it's because the head crabs and stuff would freak me out and scare me and stress me, which is entirely true. But the real reason is more to do with the fact that I would get so lost.
So there is nothing here that is. This is storage and toilet maybe.
Something obscured. Hello, dead friends. Is that a one?
Oh, it is a one. I got it.
we got a single one.
Yeah, a very small amount of ones. There's something back here that we can punch to.
Punch to give way to
give
progress.
Way to progress. Punch the thing that gives way to progress. Yes.
I wonder if I should have a walkthrough on standby just in case. So hang on. What needs to happen is that we need to open more doors.
It seems like we need to.
Did you try turning the handles?
I don't see any handles. I'm looking for handles to turn.
Oh, so like these, the meshes?
No, the big. We can get through the mesh. It's the big concrete doors. What's this?
Big concrete door?
Mission pass. Nothing helpful there.
So is that a door?
That big concrete.
Oh, the
thing.
lock.
Yeah.
Would we call that a lock? Maybe not.
Probably.
Oh, have we been up here?
Yes, on account of there being full of dead bodies. This is.
If there's blood, there was Freeman.
Yeah, this is where
Can
we were.
Shoot the door open.
Shoot
Well,
the
this.
door
Wait. Is it
button?
Button. Yeah.
I thought I had done that.
Well, clearly.
Yeah. I've not punched it hard enough.
My God. I'm being such a Bethesda kid because I keep going, no, don't jump in the water. It is going to be radioactive.
Oh, part of me was going, don't jump in the water, you'll be eaten by slaughterfish, but that's a different game entirely.
There are various reasons to avoid water.
Yes. There are, unlike in Half-Life 1, there are no Grizzlies in Half-Life 2 that I remember.
So here you say that. Kovamar said, presumably in response to the gate not opening, try shooting it with the turret. Followed up by, oh, that was easy. Yeah, pressing a button slightly easier than...
I will go.
Oh, is that our little hunter friend?
Yeah. But he doesn't have its machine guns because we shot on machine guns.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Wait, what's it going to try and do instead?
Oh.
What's it... Oh, it's dropping presents for us. Thanks. You shouldn't have. No, really. I've already got one of those. Can we re-gift it?
They look like
Thunk.
They look like spheres. Oh no, it does have machine guns. Okay.
What? Hey!
Maybe that was people.
Hey now.
Oh, it's a people there. The little bombs it's dropping. Oh, remind me a little bit of
Well, Kovamar's going into lurk mode.
personality spheres. See you later,
Yes.
Govamar.
I
Thank
was
you for
right-
joining us.
I was right about to say, Dave says see you later. Forgetting, of course. I'm really used to you being background Dave.
Background Dave. Yep.
Yeah.
We're talking on the. We're in a quarantine chat. It's kind of just for keeping us sane during the kind of lock-in. Because
Ostensibly.
for future generations, this is being recorded during
During the pandemic.
COVID-19 pandemic. I've gone so far down a rabbit hole, I can't remember what we were talking about.
You were talking about how in that group chat.
Yes, we were kind of introducing ourselves and explaining the stories behind our
Nicknames.
nicknames and monikers. Mine's aren't terribly interesting, but
I like yours.
but
More interesting than mine.
because I'm usually confused Dave, but on Dally streams I'm sometimes background Dave because I am
In the
because I will
background.
sometimes appear in the background. Pew pew. So it can pew pew me, it's just choosing not to. I think that's quite nice of it.
Dave kind of had to have a nickname because he's a Dave.
Yeah, there are lots of Daves.
And like in our theatre group alone there were like 4 Daves.
Ah,
So they all had to have
kaboom.
prefixes.
Yes. I came with my own prefix.
You did, yeah. We didn't have to prefix you. You came with one.
They were very suspicious about that. They were like, this is kind of hazing ritual is that we choose what your thing is going to be.
You can't choose your own nickname. Yeah, I chose the nickname Dally for myself. That's why there's not an interesting story behind it.
Right, I have ruined that.
Griffin says, same here, so many Daniels. Damn, Daniel.
I hear music in the background. That could mean that there's a
Boss
maybe
fight.
there might be music. Or something.
Maybe it's diegetic. Maybe someone's just, you know, if it's diegetic, it's okay. It just means that someone's gone off their rocker and decided to start playing music. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Let's see if I can stick on top of these guys, because I won't be able to get back on top of them before long.
I don't think you can get. Yeah, there you go. Vrum, vrum, vrum. Half-Life 2. 2 vrum, 2 wom.
Yes. Oh, and there's a little
I think it definitely does have machine guns now.
Yep, yes it does.
On the plus side, the Twilight sure is pretty. Hey, what's the daylight? What's the Do you know this? If the day-night cycle is tied to set pieces, or if it's just
it's through production. It's not. There isn't a.
It doesn't just.
It's not like an open world.
Night doesn't fall
Yes.
if you take too long. That's nifty. I like that.
There is a kind of level that we'll get to that takes place over the night. So it's,
Oh boy, you mean time for Dally to be awake?
Kaboom!
Oh, what's that? There's a little thing there, a little lightning bolt symbol there, Dave. What was that? What was that? You managed to swerve out of the way of the barnacle and into the way of that piece of concrete. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
And if you can knock out some combiners on the way, so much the better.
I didn't see the lightning, so I don't know where the lightning was.
It was a little icon on the screen. It was, I guess,
Kaboom!
in musical terms, non-diegetic. Whoa! Your
Okay.
sound just completely cut out.
Yeah, it does that when you. That might have been why I was convinced that the things at the reticle were. I don't know if it's pointing in the right direction. Ooh. There's a big
Griffin
old
sa-
missile over here.
Griffin says, yes, Dally. Dally equals funny.
Boom!
Holy butts. So I know that's
Okay.
I know that's a tower stack falling over, but at a glance it did kind of look like massive Cthulhu tentacles.
Alright.
It's okay, they're definitely made of brick.
So how do I
They're up close and
go
checked.
into- What do
Well, you need to find a way over that blockage, I suppose. Can you do a sick round?
Hunter Chopper Bomb thing.
Bomb thing? Bomb. There it is.
Am I going back the way I came? Not
I thought you had a sense of direction.
I've been blown up and thrown around way too much to have anything like this.
Excuses.
He seems to be...
Whoa. You're a little low on health there, bud.
I think all the signs are pointing in this direction, so I think this is the way I should be going back this way rather than...
I was told you always have to follow the light in Valve games. Why is there not a light source to follow?
Ooh.
False advertising. Wow, you're a hoverboat. You're supposed to be on water, but you were on land. Oh, and now you're just in the air.
I have a suspicion that there may have
Full
been...
terrain vehicle.
There may have been things to capture there.
My throat's starting to chafe, so I'm going to have some chocolate milk.
Some chocolate milk?
My Dave, my lovely husband, who is sitting next to me, very kindly went out to the shops, because we're allowed to do that still, as long as it's only once a day.
Got through. There we go. Found the way through.
And one of the things he got was chocolate milk, because he loves me.
Right.
I'm assuming it's because you love me.
I mean, I do love you. I feel like marrying you was a thing that I did because I loved you.
Marrying me was the only thing you ever did because you love me. Everything else is done for other reasons.
Yes.
Other mysterious purposes.
Well, that looks like a dead end.
But this is where you're meant to go, it's loading. So when you say this looks like a dead end, does that mean we're going to have to get out and walk?
Low health warning.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think that thing on the thing does look like it's the... Oh god. And goes up when I get
Yeah,
health.
I was going to say.
Well done to the person who worked that out. I have played this game many times over the years and never figured that out.
You were saying thank you to?
The person, I don't know. I don't know anyone's names. I don't know what you're talking about. What has gone down? Fallen down. What is occurring? I think this might be a physics puzzle.
Oh no.
So that drops.
In a Valve game?
Yeah, that's doing a spring-like thing, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure there's a Lego mechanic like that. Bounce on the thing and the thing goes up. There's a chair
Can I
there.
now get out of it?
Can you stand on the chair?
Oh no, it's got a climbing thing, so I can climb up and out. There we go.
Is that what you were meant to do?
So there might have been that this thing was...
Barrel.
Is this thing going to be in there? No.
Barrely friend.
Yeah, some... Yeah, there, look, there. Connect.
Okay, so you need to make the lift go up?
Yeah, do that by putting the barrels in the thing?
I don't know, Dave, do you?
Mm-hmm.
There's a chair. Want to put the chair in anything? Well, I just keep putting heavy things in the thing and see what happens.
Oh.
I'm very confused because I feel like putting heavy things...
Oh, I see. This is a ramp. It's not a lift. It's a ramp that I'm trying to...
Are you trying to make it incline?
Make it incline.
So you can do a sick ramp in your mud
I
kit.
can do a sick ramp in my mud kit. Oh, look. Ah!
This is the problem with there being a time...
Well played,
What
Half-Life.
the hell are you... Oh. I was really confused because I could only see the top half and I'm like, that's a bit small to be a head crab zombie.
Well played, Half-Life. Walking, going, there's some health over here, and then a zombie jumps out.
It's a tarp. Yes,
It's a
and
tarp.
bonus
What's up
points
here?
for not freaking me out because I was looking at the chat.
Okay.
Griffin, again, this is the problem with there being a time delay and me not looking at the chat all the time. Is Griffin says lol and I think me. Oh right, that must be. I get it. I think you were thanking Griffin for something he mentioned.
Okay.
Which I can't remember what it was.
Pushed
But
the-
fortunately, this is being recorded.
Aha! There we go. I pushed a washing machine into it, and it's
Okay. I mean, sure. I think that's mostly the solution to everything in life is throw a washing machine.
throw
at
a
it.
washing machine at it. Yeah. Mother always told me.
Mother always told me, when in doubt, throw a washing machine at it.
At times like this, I always wish I'd listened to my mother when I was younger.
What did your mother say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening. Some good old Douglas Adams there for you.
Some hitchhiker's guide.
Okay, some kind of a hitchhiker's guide to the answer. Yes, we do have to say Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because obviously Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is named after
Hitchhiker's Guide.
other Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Here we go. Hey, you're female, aren't you?
What? Who's asking? I know you're not wearing this creepy masks, but you could be in disguise.
Them the good guys.
They say that. I've been burned too many times. Oh, Vortigaunt. Is that the right? Did I get that right? Vortigaunt?
Mm-hmm.
Tear down this camp and get out of here.
Hooray, you're safe. Greetings to you too, Mr. Eyeman.
Okay, we're going to get some exposition. Following him.
These people aren't even in boiler suits. They got 2-piece and everything.
Yep.
And rucksacks
Okay,
and vests.
it's an explanation.
And hats.
Look at that. It's got the.
So stylish.
Take a look at this.
Magnification.
This here is the dam. It's just up ahead.
A dam.
So,
Do we have to blow it up?
Eli's hideout is here.
The
Stone's
apron
throw
and
from.
nestled in the old hydro plant.
Okay,
But
no,
getting
no,
there
come on.
with that hunter chopper on your ass, next to impossible.
Okay.
Good news is the Vortigaunt's working his magic on your airboat, so you'll have a little more fire.
Conveniently.
Finishing up now.
We're going to
Yeah,
have a
we've-
mudkip that can do attacks now.
Conveniently, we have stepped out of the room so that they can reload the mesh with the
Listen,
Gabonic.
peek behind the curtain.
Is that it?
He has a lambda on him.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, it's
Because
spray
Landers
painted.
Landers aren't the good guys.
I don't know, Dave. I have a hard
Oh,
time
look,
figuring
there it
out
goes.
which Greek letters are good and which are bad. It's all Greek to me.
That gun came off on the same hunter
Whenever you hear a silence like that, it's because Dave is laughing too hard to be heard.
I was paying attention to what was going on in the screen.
tear on
Not very good at multitasking.
Fair.
Yes, I will.
Kovamar says, well, I mean, he's only going to be thanking either Dali, Griffin, or himself, since I was away for a bit. Fair.
Sorry.
Pew
Sorry,
pew.
I was interrupting
Pew.
you talking.
No. Do not apologise for interrupting with the exciting news that your mudkip has evolved into a fire type. Hello, old friend. Guess what I got? It's your own medicine. Sigrams. Wonder if there's a achievement
Whoa.
for getting all the Sigrams.
For a second there, I thought I'd gone over the 100 miles and it thrown me forward.
Is there a mechanic for that happening?
No. Kaboom!
Oh, that's so satisfying. Did you hit it? Did you hit a splitty barrel?
I did hit a split barrel, and it was very satisfying.
Yeah. Griffin says, silence equals amazingly funny. Thank you, Griffin gets it. When there's silence, it just means I'm very funny.
Yes.
Listen,
Does that include the times when it's like an ellipsis? Yes.
yeah, that's the most. That's when you're finding me the
Dot,
most
dot.
hilarious.
Dot, dot, dot. Yes. Right. There we go.
Yeah,
Fractals,
occasionally,
fractals,
I make comments or jokes so groan-worthy that you can actually hear the ellipsis in what Dave is saying.
You do have
Loading.
so this gun does have a little bit of ammo, but it does have an ammo limitation. But
Oh,
the ammo
God.
will automatically reloads itself, so it's kind of like
Awesome.
so you can't just hold down fire as you're going, but it will.
But you can a little bit.
But it, yeah, it's, you're not going to run out of ammo. But I just missed a health box.
Oh, hey Dave. Loading? More like exploding. He thinks I'm hilarious. That's why he made
I should also say I am also trying to play the game. So
What?
I can't.
What? You're playing the
Sometimes.
game?
Oh.
That takes focus, does it?
A little bit.
Yeah, fair. Oh, no. Oh, you little fuckers. Oh, hello. We're making friends with a van of some kind.
I see some things. Right. I think this might be a.
This might be a get out
Get
and...
out and get
Oh, there's a
out
bike.
or- 'cause, yeah.
You can take the bike.
Ooh.
Hey, is this someone's little base? It's like a little treehouse.
Oh dear.
Oh! I figured out whose base it was. It was mud crabs. Wait, I mean head crabs. God damn it, Bethesda.
The crab's gone.
No.
Yes, this game is indeed heavy on the jump scares.
They're not like they're not horribly jump scary though. Like they are oh fuck. They are jump scares, but I have had jump scares that fuck me up more, if that makes sense. These are fun jump scares rather than horrible jumps. They are also horrible though. Head crabs are horrible.
Well, you're gonna love one of the levels. It's gonna
He's saying that it's going to be full of mud crabs. I mean head crabs. Fuck. Kovamar says mud crabs, amazing. Listen, I'm Bethesda trash.
I saw a mud crab the other day.
So what? There are mud crabs everywhere.
This one was 10 feet wide, eating a guar.
Kovamar also says silence equals amazingly awkward and something you could use to your advantage in arguments. There speaks the voice of experience clearly. Oh, that's a splody. But it's fine. It rolled past you so fast. It's going on its own adventure. I still have it in my head that they're abseiling down from barnacles.
Yes.
It's like the barnacles kind of spit them out. Oh, speaking of. I still find...
This is like a proto-twin stick shooter, isn't it? Because you're moving and... I say that like I know what a twin stick shooter is. Twin stick shooter is one of those words that I've heard people use.
I hear like various different genre names and descriptors for video games, and then I use them myself, and mostly I'm probably using them wrong.
Definitely possible.
Yeah. Could it be the one that is occurring like in where you are?
Also have like 26 episodes.
Oh, we're approaching the hour mark, by the way, 5 more minutes.
I keep viewing it really, and I'm dead. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here.
What's killing you? Is it the hunter?
No, it's the...
Is it all the people? All the everyone? Do you need to get out of your boat?
It's possible that I might need to get out of my boat, but there is here.
I would say you can, take me out of my boat over my cold dead body, but that is canonically what's been happening.
Well, now that he's got a gun on it, I'm a lot happier about it. But
yes. Now there are 2 ways of killing people with the Mudskip.
Is this actually causing any...
Come over all shivery.
I can't tell whether I just need to be doing this while strafing, or whether this is...
So what, can I drive sideways and shoot while you're going?
Yeah, or whether this is like a...
Get out and then sneak up and...
some other puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can park behind that big boat. Okay, we're trying the strafing thing first.
See, it does seem to be looking... It does look like it's kind of...
I think it has rocket... Oh, it has rockets. Oh, it's got cover! Maybe you're supposed to fire from cover?
I do see things over here that I can run into, so maybe we up here, like jump out.
I like this.
What?
Being in cover.
Oh, there's 2 of them. That might be what's causing me. It might be what's picking up.
So you're going to take out that one and then...
Boom.
I'm glad there's 2 covers. Oh no. He took a rocket directly to the temple. explosion! I'd forgotten that these, Oh,
the silence
oh
button.
no. That these subtitles have punctuation.
Yeah, there. See, that exploded. That definitely exploded there. So that tells me, I think what we need to do is to make it explode.
I do like exploding things.
Yeah. I might have a couple more goes at this, and then we can do a wrap up for the.
Yep.
Recover.
You're back up to 100. Health not looking as good. Okay.
That looks like a thing exploded.
So you probably got that one, but now you have to get the one on the other side. Hey, buddy. If I were you, I'd get into cover just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, it does not look like anyone else is shooting us.
You want to save, since that was tricky?
It does seem like a good idea, doesn't it?
It was my idea, though, so who knows? Kovamar says R.I.P., which, yes.
R.I.P. us? Or R.I.P.
There's a time delay, so probably R.I.P. you.
Super duper. Okay, so shall we call that the end of
Segment.
of one segment, right? Okay, so if you are watching this in the future on YouTube, goodbye,
Goodbye.
and we will see you next time.